So if you've watched any headlines over the last couple of years, you're probably aware that interest rates have gone from a record low 2.5% all the way up to the mid 6 and even 7% range. So in this video, what I'm going to cover is something that we're hearing a lot as real estate agents or anybody in the real estate space. Is we're hearing over and over that consumers are waiting for interest rates to drop. And a lot of them are frankly surprised to look at it from a different perspective than you as a consumer might normally be looking at it, especially if you're watching headlines talking about what is supposed to happen in the real estate market. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Stubbs. I'm a team leader and founder here at Onyx Homes, and we help people just like you every single day. Whether you're thinking about making a move tomorrow or in 2 years from now, get educated on the marketplace. So let's dive right into this, because the conversation is really, it's a big conversation on should you buy or should you wait. But if you're waiting for interest rates, let's talk about this for a minute. In our experience, why most people are saying that they're waiting for interest rates to come down is because they're trying to find the best time to buy, meaning they're trying to figure out when is it going to be the most affordable for them to do that. And in our experience talking through this with our clients who have decided to wait or who have decided to purchase, having the conversation is it's usually really not about the interest rate. It's usually more about the fear of prices coming down or the fear of buying at the wrong time, or frankly, just the fear of the unknown and not knowing what you're really going to qualify for. So let's talk through all of those different things. Let's talk about the fear of buying at the wrong time right before prices come down. Well, if you've watched our last few market updates as far as what's gone on since the peak in May of 2022, we've seen prices go down and then really they've come a lot back up. Towards the end of last year was a really good time to get into the market, and those that took advantage of that market have seen price appreciation since they bought. Those in November and December when the market was really slow, they bought then, they had their higher interest rates, which were still at about the same now, and their prices have actually gone up. We're still very close to peak pricing, and we haven't really seen any signs that that's going to continue to go down. So for the people who sat on the sidelines waiting for rates to go down, prices actually increased. Well, why did that happen? Well, it's all about supply and demand in the end of the day. Demand actually is pretty low for home buyers. Now, the reality is inventory is equally as low, if not lower. So in a lot of situations, we are seeing multiple offers on most listings, if not most, at least half, and prices are continuing to increase. So if there is not going to be this huge wave of inventory, which I don't personally see anything pointing to that, and I haven't really heard any experts saying there's a flood of inventory coming, at least not anybody that knows what they're talking about. A lot of what's happening is there are not very many homes coming on the market, so that the buyers that are out there are still competing on the very little inventory, which is leading to prices increasing. Now, again, the conversation is we're waiting for interest rates to come down. Well, I can assure you, because we deal with so many different people doing so many different things, a lot of people are saying the same thing. We are going to wait for interest rates to come down. And if everybody is waiting for interest rates to come down, I say everybody loosely, when interest rates come down, if and when, I'd say 99% chance they do, you're going to see a tremendous amount of buyers come back into the market. So if we try to make this as simple as possible, there are very few things that point to a lot more homes coming to the market. Now, if that's the case and inventory stays very low, interest rates come down, which will bring more buyers to the market, supply and demand is going to get way out of whack, and we're likely to see a very competitive market, something like we've seen in the last couple of years with multiple offers on a lot of different listings, which drives up pricing. So if you are sitting on the sidelines and waiting because of interest rates, understand that that trade-off is likely you're going to be competing in a more competitive market when you do decide to get back in the housing market. Now, one of the biggest things that I see all the time is someone will say, well, I'm getting out of the market because the interest rates are too high. And maybe the real reason is something more along the lines of they can't actually find what they want. So there's a lot of different ways to solve that problem, and a couple of them we covered in a previous video where we talk about staying in the market, staying updated on what's actually going in the market. You're watching this, so you're already ahead in that regard. Another thing is staying involved in what's going on in the marketplace on the actual listings that you're looking for, staying on your home search. If you haven't already gone over to our website, SoCalHomesForSale.com, you can see everything on there, just like Zillow and Redfin and Realtor.com. You just don't have to worry about us selling your information. So if you go look at those websites, stay with your listing alerts, make sure you save it so you can get updated. Those things will keep you informed of what's going on in your market where you're looking. because prices might be doing something different there than the overall market. Another thing you can do is you can let us know what you're looking for, because we find a tremendous amount of off-market opportunities that you're probably gonna wanna know about, and we don't have any way of sharing that information if we don't know what you're looking for. So my advice there is to get your agent involved, even if you don't really wanna buy anything right now, letting them know what you're looking for so that they can go look for off-market properties. Now you also have to make sure that you're working with the right person. If you're not working with somebody on our team, you might not be getting that same level of off-market opportunities or same level of service. So just keep that in mind. Another thing that we notice as well too is we'll hear somebody say that they're waiting for whatever reason, and the reality is a lot of the times it's uncertainty and they just really don't know what they can even qualify for or what's in their comfort zone. So one of the easiest ways to do that is to pull up a mortgage calculator. We have one on our website, onyxhomes.com. We'll put the link in the description and the email down below. But you can go here and you can type in how much down payment you have, and you can type in what you think your interest rates are based on the normal, and you can figure out what you can actually afford. This is a tool that I play with all the time for my clients to figure out, based on a down payment and a payment, what are they really comfortable with? At the end of the day, most people are not paying cash for their houses as much as the media would like you to believe that. They're actually going in and getting a mortgage with 5, 10, 15, 20% down, and they're finding out, okay, I have this much in down payment, I have this much in payment, here's what I'm comfortable buying. And then you can go back over to our SoCalHomesForSale.com website, and then you search for homes in that price range. In my opinion, that's the easiest way to do it. Now, if you don't want to play around with the mortgage calculator, you can always reach out to us and we'd be more than happy to give you an easy idea. We don't need to run your credit, we don't need to do any of that stuff. We can just have a conversation and figure out what types of homes you may be able to qualify for. Now, of course, if you want a real number on what you for sure can qualify for, of course, you're gonna have to talk to a mortgage lender. But to get started, you don't have to do all of that. We can certainly help you out on the getting started process. So I hope this was helpful. It really is overall a huge conversation that can go in a lot of different directions. So if you find yourself feeling that you're waiting for interest rates to drop before you're gonna consider getting back in the market, let's have a conversation and just see, is that the best thing for you, is to wait for rates to drop, or are there other options for you? And again, my name is Stubbs at Onyx Homes. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.